Okay, so this video is about the custom setup process. And I have to warn you, this is probably the longest video that we have on our Get Started page because there are just so many features and things that you can do in the custom setup. So if you have the time, then please sit back and relax and we'll take you through the whole process. Okay, so we first click the Manage Program icon on the dashboard, which takes us to our sub-navigation where we find the custom setup. Now, not all plans have custom setup, so if you're in the basic plan and you see that the custom setup is not something that you can access, you'll need to upgrade your plan in order to use this feature. So this is telling us that we are in the quick design mode because we were just doing that. So we'll click yes, we want to change to custom setup. And we're going to go through these top navigation links, and we have to go through each one of these to set up each section of our custom setup site and emails. And when we go through all of it, then we'll be completely done. Okay, so on our introduction page, we've got a little movie which kind of just gives you an overview of what you're going to be doing. This text gives you that same overview. And if you want to get a list of items that you're going to need to set up your site and your emails, click this link, list of items that you'll need. And we've sort of given you a bulleted list of things that you're going to need. But by watching this video, you'll understand. You'll need your company logo, any other images that you want to use, and some thoughts to keep in mind about what you're going to write on your site. Okay, so we're going to go through each page individually. First, we're going to go to the welcome page. So this is the first page that your customers will land on when they go start the process from wherever place that they land on it. So first is we're going to choose our theme, and we've got 4 different themes to choose from. And if you put your mouse on top of any of the themes, you'll see that you can click the top one to preview it, and it opens it up in a new window, and you can see what the welcome page looks like for that design. And or you can select the choose at the bottom of the thumbnail, and again, if the green goes around the thumbnail, then that's the one that you have selected. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to select the very first one, and once you have selected your theme, then we'll move on to the customize portion. And as you can see, each of the sections of the page are divided into little containers, and they're separated by these little dotted lines. And there's 2 different kinds of containers. There's an image container, like you see with this I recommend a friend logo, and there's a text container. And we're not going to walk through each and every container because once you've mastered an image container and you've mastered a text container, then you really can create your entire site using this information. There are certain things that you cannot customize, like the Share Now button, the Remember Me section right here, and they're not separated by the little dotted lines. Now, if you're in a free trial, you'll notice down here at the bottom that this Expect Referrals logo does not have this little container image around it. Once you upgrade to a paid subscription, then this Expect Referrals logo can either be replaced or removed, the same way that any other image container can. Just wanted to point that out. And while we're down here, I'll just also point out that the details that are in your My Account page with your company, your address, your phone number are all being used in the footer. And you cannot customize it here. If any of this information is not right or you want it to look differently, you'll need to go back to the My Account page all the way at the very top and make those changes, and they will automatically change on the footer. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's customize this X section right here. So we have the I recommend a friend logo. We don't want that. We want the Fusion Gym logo because that's the site we're creating. So we're going to go ahead and click the little pencil, and that opens up our editing tools. And as you can see, we've got several editing tools to choose from. First is upload a new image. Next is our image gallery. Next is edit your image. And finally, our advanced image options. And we're going to go through each of these one at a time. So first we're going to upload a new image. We click that and it opens up our upload new image box, and we click browse and search your computer for the image that you want to upload to your image gallery. And here I'm going to put the Fusion Gym logo in, and I click upload, and it opened up my image gallery right for me. So as you can see, my logo has been put in there. Now if I choose not to use this and I cancel out of here, it's not going to change the image that I put in. However, when I open up the image editing tools again and just click select from image gallery, there's my logo. So for every place now on the custom setup, as if I open my image gallery, the Fusion Gym logo will be there. And as you can see, you've got 15 megabytes worth of space in your image gallery. And you really need very small images for them to look good on the web. So if you've got 2 megabyte, 3 megabyte images, definitely downsize them to 30K, 40K, 100K. Keep them pretty small, and you'll be able to put lots of images in your image gallery. Okay, if you want to preview your image, you can click the preview button and it will open it up in what the size that it is. Or we can just select the image by clicking on it and it will automatically populate in that image container. Clicking the little disk will save it, remove the tools, and now you have your image in that section. Okay, now I'm going to go through that process again over here with a different image and then show you some of the other tools. So we're going to click the pencil again. I'm going to upload a new image. I'm going to put a picture of somebody working out. Click upload. You'll also notice that the image gallery only accepts JPEGs, GIFs, and PNGs. So if you have PDFs, it will not accept it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to click that little image. It's going to go right into our section. Now, right off the bat, I know that I want to do something to this image. I want to create something a little more fun to it. I don't really have a lot of photograph editing software on my computer. So I've got two different options: edit your image and advanced image options. Let's start with edit your image. Now, this unfortunately is a feature that's going away in April, as you can see from the announcement. This is a third-party software called Picnic that's owned by Google. And we just got an announcement that they are taking the site down on April 19th. So we've decided to go ahead and keep it here until it's no longer available. The good news is that it is a free software, but they have a premium access with some additional features that they're now giving to us for free for anybody who wants to now until April 19th when it goes away. So feel free to use this, and all the images that you create and put in your site will be saved after April 19th. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Edit with Picnic, and what's actually happening is that the image that we selected in that container is being placed into the Picnic software. And you'll see in just a few seconds when this opens up that we're going to be able to edit and manipulate that image inside the Picnic software. Oh, and there's Picnic reminding us that they're going to be closing on April 19th, which we're sad about, but we appreciate the reminder. And there's lots of different things that you can do with the Picnic software. I invite you to take some time and play around with it. One of my favorites is you can put text on top of the image. Let's get rid of this. There we go. You can put stickers on top of it. You can make it different effects. So let's just say that we had, let's boost it. Let's see what that looks like. So we're going to click the boost. Click apply, and as you can see, it's sort of changed the color and it's made it a little bit more vibrant. Now don't really have the time to go through all the different features, but feel free to play around. And as if you've ever seen Picnic before, a lot of these things were premium or upgraded features, and now everything that's here is available for you to use. Once you've done all there is to do with your picture, all you need to do is click Save My Changes and give it a few seconds. And what's going to happen is that image that you've just manipulated is automatically going to be placed in the image container. Click the disk and it's saved onto that page. Now, to maximize space in your image gallery, all of your Picnic edited images do not get placed in your image gallery. Inside your image gallery is still the original image that we placed there, but not the one that we manipulated with Picnic. So, if you wanted this particular image with this manipulation on every page, you'd have to upload the picture into Picnic on each page, do it, and save it. Okay. Now I'm going to go back over here to the Fusion logo to work with the last tool. Now this is a tool that we built inside Expect Referral, so it's not going away. It's the Advanced Image Options. Now, the great thing about the Advanced Image Options is that you've got some editing tools to use, but they're not that advanced. So it's probably just a few things that you probably need to make it a little bit more enhanced, but not the extensive professional editing that you get with Picnic. Let's just walk through what we have. First, we've got the ability to change the dimensions. So currently the picture is 144 pixels by 85 pixels, and you can change the dimensions in any measurement that you wish. You can also change the alignment of the picture. Right now our picture is left justified. Maybe we want to center it. Okay, we can go ahead and do that. If we want, we could add a mat around our picture. Okay, so currently we don't have a mat. If we wanted to add one, we could by just adding the number of pixels we want that mat to be, or again, you can use any measurement. And then if we want to add color to that mat, and this really only works if you upload a transparent image, which I do believe that we did. So let's give that a shot. Let's outline it. Oops, what happened? There we go. Let's outline it in green because that kind of looks neat. And since it was a complete PNG or a transparent image, as you can see, the mat worked 100% behind it. Had you used an image that was not a transparent, it would have been a mat, kind of like a picture frame. And let's scroll down. We could also add a border. Let's say we wanted to add a black border around there, okay? We could add, let's add a solid border. Let's make it 4 pixels, nice and big. And yeah, I like the black. And click OK. And as you can see, let me take a second and kind of look at this, this color wheel. So you've got 2 different types of color wheels that you can use. Actually 3. If you want, you could just pick colors from over here. The color that you're using is down here at the bottom. The color that you're selecting, the new color, is up here at the top. If you want to change it, you just click OK. Now you can also use the color picker over here, which gives you a lot more flexibility to use different variations of color than you have over here. Or if you happen to know what the number of your color is, the HTML number of your color, you can put it right in here, which is really good for branded colors that you probably are using more often. But if you don't have that, like I said, you can use the color picker on this side, or you can use the color chart over here. And last but not least, the miscellaneous section. This is probably the most used section because this is where you can tag your image. Now what this means is that if somebody does not allow images to automatically be populated, if you tag your image, like we're going to put Fusion Gym in our tag, that's what will be displayed. The tag image is what happens when you hover over the image. That's what's going to be displayed. The descriptive text is what I was referring to. Again, if someone doesn't allow their images to be downloaded, then that's what would show up instead. And most important, if you wanted that image to be a link to a website, you put the website address in there, and then when you click save, all those things that we just did are now going to get saved and placed into our site. We click the little disk, and there it goes. Now it's got the green background, it has the blue border, it's centered. And if you look down here, you'll see that there's our web address, fusiongym.com, and all those changes have been made. So that's what you can do in the image containers. Now let's take a moment and let's look at a text container. So here's a text container. Let's just start with a real simple one. Let's start with this one up here. So as you can see, we have populated our text containers with some personalized variables already that you can just run with and go. And when your site goes live, this will be populated with your website, this will be populated with your phone number. But let's say that we want to edit this. So we click the little pencil icon, and now instead of our image editing tools, now we have our text editing tools. And we tried to make the editing tools as commonly looking as possible so that you will recognize them just at a glance. So let's say we wanted to keep the website and the phone number, but we didn't want things for your business. We wanted to say, get ripped in 2012. All right, it's more appropriate for Fusion Gym. So we type in what we want, highlight it, and we can underline it, we can italicize it, strike through it. Let's not do that. Let's keep it bold. We can also change the font. So let's make it Helvetica. It's one of my favorite fonts. We can change the size. Okay, let's see how it looks if it's nice and large. Well, that may be a little bit too large. Let's try just plain old large. Well, that's what it was before. That's extra large. There you go.